She came in a year and a half ago. This is a new patient. We've just been kind of doing cleanings. She doesn't really need any necessary treatment, but she had veneers on. And so I asked her about them, you know, a few visits in, maybe like her second or third cleaning, and she'd had them for 15 years. So she said she wanted to revisit them. You know, she's starting to have some marginal integrity issues. When you look at her pictures, a lot of recession happening around them, up in here, definitely over here. But materials have gotten better in 15 plus years. You know, when you look at these, there's no life in them. There's no anatomy. There's no detail there. So, you know, for a cosmetic to look 15 years ago, looked fantastic. But now we can revisit these, take them up to the proper gum margin. We even her gums up with the laser, and we put some more life into these. And she's in temps, and she loves them because they look like her finals. So that's what we're doing for her. And we're also taking her smile kind of further back, actually, as well. So she has a more fuller smile after we put her temps on. So we actually just have a lot more anatomy into the teeth. And she was happy with just this right there. Normally when you can get them happy in temps, you know you got them. So they're gonna love the finals when we get there. I'll get the models and I'll show them to you, like what the wax up was versus like her original as well. So the wax up is kind of like the mock up. It's what you want your finals to look like. So you wanna start, when you're doing these cases, you wanna start with the end in mind. You don't wanna be starting with a shot in the dark. You know, you just start taking veneers off and prepping them and just put some on there. If you can, if you're doing a cosmetic case and people are paying you to do this, you can get a design done and you can start changing that design. That way you and the patient can collaborate on what you want it to look like in the end. And so that's what we try to do with these smile designs. So you can have the patient see what the final design should look like, see if they like it. They want their canines more rounded. They want more aggressive looking centrals. They want a more rounded and a more feminine smile. These are all things you can do in your mock-up and in your temporary phase so that you don't have any big surprises come to the final restorations.